Hello everyone. Today I'm looking at Enter the Matrix. Oh man, this was a really fun game. It was very simple, very kind of broken, but it worked, you know. It worked. It I don't know. It wasn't perfect in any way, and it definitely needed some work, but I think for what they were going for, it was a lot of fun. I haven't played Max Payne, but re-looking at this game, I think this is pretty much based on the same mechanics of it because you have bullet time, and that's pretty much the same thing. So what's really interesting in this game is that you play as Niobe and Ghost, I think his name is, and so you kind of have the behind-the-scenes levels, for the Matrix Reloaded, the movie. And so there's a combination of hand-to-hand combat, kung fu, and dual wielding pistols and everything, and running off walls, running up walls, and shooting. And so it covers some of the classic scenes from the Matrix themselves, the films themselves, but also some new things that are completely different. Something that really surprised me about this game is they actually got the actors to film entirely new scenes based on the Reloaded movie. Or maybe they just might have been deleted scenes, but either way, they were scenes I had never seen before. And so it really adds like a layer to this game. Again, it's very simple. You just kind of run and gun and shoot, and there's cutscenes and whatever. So it's not terribly complicated, but for what they're going for, I think it's exactly appropriate. And the game isn't too long, and it kind of deals with it in a appropriate manner. Again, the whole aesthetic and tone of the Matrix movies is here, and in terms of licensed games that feature the Matrix, this is probably definitely my absolute favorite. I know there's the other game, Matrix Path of Neo. I honestly enjoyed that game. I thought it was okay, but this one I thought was actually way better because it's more original. It has its own setting, and again, like, I don't know, there's just some weird things in Path of Neo that were just kind of just weird, which I'm going to talk about in a review of that game later. But this game, it's kind of janky, it's kind of broken, but I don't know, I love it. It works. It's very fun. I don't know, slow motion and gun games just seem to go hand in hand. Like Super Hot or Max Payne or whatever, they just seem to work really well. I thought things that were interesting about this game were that, so of course you play as Ghost or Niobe, whose mission structures are kind of the same but diverge a little bit in the story. One cool weapon that they had in this is the weapon that you would use to take down agents, because agents can dodge all these bullets. How do you take them down? And you would have these carbon oxide grenade launchers or something that would make this toxic fume, this area of effect thing, so that when you shot at the agents, it doesn't matter if they dodge, but it encases them in this smoke that basically suffocates them to death, which they can't even dodge. And explosives were also useful against them. And I thought that was just like a cool mechanic where I was like, oh, damn, that could have been in the movie, kind of thing. And so again, this game is way more original with its content and really interesting, and definitely my kind of go-to game. If I think of the best Matrix game, it's probably going to be this one. I know they were planning on actually making a Matrix MMO, or rather, no, it did come out, but it just kind of died very quickly in the mid-2000s, where like you dive into the Matrix, create your own game. They're trying to compete with like World of Warcraft, and unfortunately, it really never took off. Of course, in this game, you also get pistols, submachine guns, assault rifles, and a sniper rifle, where it's pretty cool. For the last mission, you basically use it to take out a plane, which is pretty nifty, actually. And your slow motion is basically, detailed by a focus meter. And so you use that to replenish it in order to get out of sticky situations and do slow motion stuff. And so basically the game kind of ends with the climax at, just blowing up the power reactor in the Matrix Reloaded. That allows Neo to basically infiltrate, the skyscraper where the Keymaker where the Keymaker's door is. Again, the game doesn't do anything super amazing, but for a third-person shooter in this era, it's pretty decent. And my favorite thing was always, running up the walls, jumping off them, and using my guns. Yeah, I don't know. This game was just very fun, very cool, and I know this is one of my favorites for sure. Sometimes throughout the game, you also have these moments where you have to do a hand-to-hand combat, like a 1v1 fighting game, in which you're going to have to basically, fight the character and use different martial art techniques. And so all of your other mechanics are kind of out the door in this sense. But yeah, in terms of Matrix game, I think this does it right. The sound effects, the aesthetics, the text, everything else. I really like this one. And there's nothing really quite anything like it. And there's not really a sequel that really fits its identity. But yeah, this is one of those hidden gems that I really enjoy. And yeah, that's it.